Hi everyone, this is Vermilion's View, and this is a full review on The Strangers Chapter 1. This channel is going to be updating you all about horror movies. I am your favorite horror homo, so let's go ahead and get started. Today we are reviewing, spoiler and non-spoiler free, we're going to be reviewing The Strangers Chapter 1, directed by René Herling. His movies that he's done has been Deep Blue Sea, The Covenant, Nightmare on Elm Street 4. He's done a lot of other movies, but those are some horror good ones in his belt. So he has a pretty good, he's not really that great on Rotten Tomatoes for horror. We'll get into that shortly. But, yeah, so this director is basically, got the rights to The Strangers, and I don't know really why. This is not to insult him, but it seems like this type of movie was selected by a director if somebody was just like, any, meeny, miny, moe. It feels like this director won off of a Facebook listing. So I felt emotionally connected to the 2008 version because anytime somebody asks me my favorite horror movie, I always say within my top 5, it's going to be The Strangers, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the one with Jessica Biel, of course, hello. I'm going to say Blade, I'm going to say Final Destination, I'm going to say Gothica, I'm going to say, The Grunge. I grew up off of, that's when I was introduced into horror, with Cabin Fever, and so the Strangers are relatable because you can be washing dishes or doing laundry or putting up groceries and you feel like somebody's watching you and somebody really is. You could be bathing or you could be, putting your clothes up and somebody and you feel like, did I hear something? And you're like, oh no, maybe that's the air conditioner, or maybe that's the fan, or maybe that's a shoe that fell in the living room. And it's like, no, it really is somebody there. So they did an excellent, wonderful at solidating that stamp for home invasion movies. The second one, Prey at Night, it was a massive chase, a hunt. The scenes were amplified. The horror was to the tens. The pool scene, everything was just elevated. This was a larger cast, the family, the acting was amped up. It was, you really felt like this family is not escaping. And you got to see these strangers love the chase. They love the thrill. They love the ride. This is an adrenaline rush. So when you're going in on chapter 1, and all of this, you're ready to be scared. You're ready to be terrified. So they marketed this as not a remake. I heard a retelling, but they marketed this as Meet the Strangers. So we're thinking we get to see these people behind the mask. We get to see who these new people are. Who is who and where are they at and what specific reason. We get to maybe get some questions answered. And I got not one question answered. Not one. Nope. That's in horror movies. We as audience member are supposed to be connected to somebody and or something in this movie. Whether it's, are we on the villain side or are we on the, the prey side, the family side? Like, whose side are we on? And I don't want to be on the stranger side. In chapter 1, we're on the stranger side. At some point in time, we're like, yeah, I get them. I don't want to be on their side. I know that nobody survives them. They can come in and bust in and get me. And we all make dumb decisions. Camera angles were great. Love them. They made the strangers look good. The score was good as well, Done and useless writing. They were saying stuff like, "Oh, let's go to the ship." I don't need to hear that. Just point or use the camera, and we got it. Like, I like chaos. One, chaotic. Two, chaotic. Cliche, the wrong C word. Predictable. Why is no one ready? The strangers is like, ooh, this one is easy. Some of it was useless and overdone, meaning as they was adding some extra parts like hugging and touching and stuff like that. And the way this is going to connect to their casting. Both of them, they were giving me best friends with benefits or something. It didn't really give me I wasn't connected to the relationship between the couple. If they're so in love and they're so lovey-dovey, this 5-year relationship, something wasn't connecting to me. Let's give me friends with benefits. Let's have a nude scene. Okay, you're rated R for what? Redundant, repetitive, retelling, remake, because this was a copy and paste of the 2008 version. Just with the budget, just with the little lighting, just like, let's just do like a little, a Blu-ray version. If y'all were going to go this route, let's just go ahead and do a TV series. Straight to streaming. A Hulu, Tubi, featurette. We got the rights to The Strangers. Let's go ahead and make a coin. This was, no. The delivery of the dialogue felt very 2000s. The movie, the beginning of the movie, somewhere, somehow felt 2000s. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I wanted that VHS feel. I didn't get VHS feel. I kind of got Blu-ray or DVD feel. And that's nothing wrong with it. I don't know. Something was off. Are we done? Casting was okay, but not great. And I felt like they looked too good looking. Meaning as the camera, for one, was right up on their face a lot. And I was like, okay, push back. Can we get... And they look too good. She's too painted. She has too much... She looked this, I don't know. 2008, the casting was solid and strong. Every time I talk about The Strangers 2008, I get chills. Like I said, you can see right now, if you can zoom in, you can see I'm getting chills. And it's not because it's cold in here, and maybe a little chilly in here, but The Strangers 2008 version that was scary. That was scary. I hope y'all can hear that, but if y'all couldn't hear that, that was I think that was pigeons flapping. That was scary. Anyway. Let me shut this door. I better be filming. I'm glad I'm filming. The villains, I think that they showed up and did a great job. Their shots were great. They looked incredible. I do think that they were here to get a check. They were like, look, this is all we have to do? Okay. They didn't really have to do anything. Their knives, though, were extremely too big. There's one side. You can see the knife is huge. And I said, okay, how can you even carry that big ass, heavy ass thing? It some of the stuff felt a little... I'm sick of following this same type of ethnicity of people. We've done this in the first one. We've done this in the second one, and we're doing this again in the third, chapter 1. And then also, you call it chapter 1, and at the end, you say to be continued. We already know that this is a 3-part trilogy. You do not have to tell this is going to be continued. Let's follow a different type of ethnicity or family. Let's follow an Asian family. Let's follow a Hispanic couple. Let's follow a black family or couple, or somebody divorced. Let's follow a gay or lesbian like couple or a throuple. Let's follow a group of friends, since we're headed to an Airbnb, since y'all want to do that aesthetic or whatever, since y'all want to be up to date, you know. And I know if you say, well, if y'all try to do that, y'all gonna try to bring in some comedic relief or whatever, and the strangers not really are comedic. Okay, well, what you did in The Strangers chapter 1, we're laughing at parts where we shouldn't be laughing. So I don't know who was at I think everybody that was sitting down at the table now for chapter 1 needs to get up and exit stage left. Because what y'all did, y'all wasted, it was a waste. I think only person showed up was hair and makeup for the lead. I'm on the stranger side too, and I don't think we're ever supposed to be on the stranger side. Or I don't want to be. I don't want to see the strangers win. We know they're going to win, but I don't want them to win. Let's have some type of drawing to talk about is the asthma. The beginning of the movie, whenever he has the car automatically brakes or whatever, he wants to swerve and he gets into an asthma thing. Right off the jump, we should have saw if they're let's make this couple have troubles. Okay? Let's get realistic at some point. Let's go ahead and throw a twist up in here. Let's let her not or purposely not bring the asthma thing, or let's see the asthma thing. Let's let her not purposely grab the inhaler, or let's make sure that if she's the only one that can calm him down, let's use more of that. I'm getting really heated because I'm getting so passionate about this franchise. And what this movie did is every horror franchise, every horror movie should not do. The dropping stuff, the leading stuff, the falling. If your asthma is so bad, or if it's not that bad and you're so worried about your asthma, why didn't, whenever you went out into town, you say, I need to go get me a water bottle? Even me. Like, I'm jumpy because, like, when you hear stuff and when you react to stuff, you react to stuff differently and move. You start grabbing something, or you're just like, okay, now wait a minute. You're more alert. She was too, I don't know, she didn't react fast enough for me. She was just like, oh no, I can't believe this is happening to me. And I know we all make dumb decisions, and I know maybe I'm speaking in front of the moment, but we have got if this is so up to date, if we're in our smartphones and if we're in FaceTiming our friends and if we're just having smart cars, let's make smarter decisions. Let's have a bigger and broader common sense. Like I said, let's have more usage of his asthma. Whenever that stranger first broke into that house, let's go ahead and let him have asthma attack. I want chaos. Y'all say, oh, asthma don't work like that. It's not that bad all that damn time. This is a movie theater. I paid my money just like everybody else up in here. I want to see him have an asthma attack right then and there. And then let's go ahead and say, oh my God, I don't know where the asthma pump is. Let me, and she feel bad for setting him up, or because they were arguing, or because she found some text messages, or she didn't want to go on this trip, or he's making her go up on this trip, or let's find if this really is a to be continued, let's let this set up to where they are they're in this relationship and she wants to break up with him, or she brings him there to leave him or dump him or kill him or something or whatever, and they're in the middle, and the Sherns is like, oh, well, we get a 2-for-1, so she wants to do it too. And so let's have a bigger chase or war against each other, or against them teaming up. Let's have some kind of, I want some chaos. Let's tear this shit up. Y'all walking in and this town is already looking at y'all. The town is already small. And you got 10, 15 people, basically all of the town at the restaurant right now. No, it don't work like that. I'm from a small town and there's no Airbnbs in small towns like that. Now, if there is, let's go a different route. Let's be like, if it's a small town, if we really want to go with that aesthetic, let's have one of the people at the diner. Oh, you can stay with me, honey child. Like, let's have that country western like feel like that. And they be so used to religion or so y'all fornicating stuff like that, and then they find out the strangers are breaking in or slaughtering them or something, and they know about it, and they're just letting them do whatever, you know. If this really gonna be a religion versus a sinners thing, let's just go into it. Let's have some usage in it. This was a complete waste. You got to see the strangers in action. It was short and sweet, and I didn't like that at all. You know, I've seen better rated. I don't know how they got that rated R thing. I believe they said, "Oh yeah, y'all want to be rated R? Yeah, sure." But like boring, no tension, copy and paste, nothing new, nothing original, nothing soulless, lifeless, pointless. This was a pointless reboot. It's just thin. It's not even crisp. It's not even tasty. It's not even savory or satisfying. I know what people think going in. Watching this movie, not watching the 2008, not watching the Pray at Night, just going in, first time watching this, I want to hear what they have to say, you know, front to end. And if they have one negative thing to say, that's not good. I know you're going to have some negative things to say, but you shouldn't really have anything negative to say about this franchise because y'all have some good stuff to get off here. All you have to do is at that diner have somebody named order for Tamara ready. That's all you do. And as an audience member, we say, wait a minute. And if y'all not gonna show us the face, let us hear that. Who the fuck is Tamara? Oh, she was in that diner. Okay, come on, the hell is Tamara? Let's go ahead and get that straight. You know, nothing was answered. Oh, they played in my face. You know, copy and pasted from the first one. A couple struggling to get married, headed somewhere, car breakdown, can't leave, escaped, ran the separate ways. Yeah. Copy and paste. If I wanted to watch chapter 1, I could have watched the first one. If I wanted to watch the first one, I would have watched the first one. So yeah, that was my honest review. Y'all, I promise you, I'm not this negative. I am going to look at a horror movie's toenail polish, but I just was let down, and chapter 2 has to be better. Within giving it a 7, it was just giving me a 7 feel watching it, and then I walked out giving it a 6. And then I was writing my notes down and I was giving it a 5. So, and I feel like the more I was thinking, it just kept going lower and lower. And I don't want to go that low because the lighting was good. The music was good. Another thing, why do we have that record playing? Why is that same record playing? Let's let him pull out that record. Let's let him, there's so much that they could have done. Like, I know that The Strangers, it's supposed to be a lot of unanswered questions, but we as audience members, we in chapter 1 wanting some questions answered. You could have at least answered one question, and you didn't answer anything. Did you plant seeds? Clearly, obviously, for the second one, but why should we go watch the second one? We've already watched the first one and the Pray at Night. Why should we watch it chapter 2, basically the fourth installment? Why should we have to watch this again? Keep it. I'm gonna put my review. I'm gonna write it here somewhere. But yeah, that was my review. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Please tell me if you've seen it in the comments. Tell me what you think, and also I specifically want to hear from people that has not seen any other movies. I want to hear from people that's seen it by themselves. So much other stuff. If this was such updated, where are the Ring cameras? Where are the, y'all could have done so, y'all just, I'm done. But thank you so much, and I hope y'all have a great day. Stay tuned for the next video.